And we welcome you back to our continuing coverage of the Chase for the Candy Cup. It's so lovely to have you all here. We have now entered the round of 16 in our tournament. And what that means is now we are looking at single elimination. So the votes are one and done. The votes you do tonight are going to be the ones that decide who advances to the quarterfinal round. It is lovely to have you all here. I'm Davey. It's nice to have you back here. I've been away for quite a bit. We're glad to have you here. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. We're gonna need you tonight. We got votes to make. We've got sponsors to tell you about, and much more. And welcome our friend Aaron. Thank you for your 26 months with Prime. Good to have you back. And I hope everybody's doing well out there. It was nice to catch up with Aaron over at JevCon over the weekend, and alongside a lot of other good friends of ours here from our common friends from the Sandwicher community. All right, let's get to it. So here's what we got tonight in the knockout stage. First, we got to tell you who's going to be in this knockout stage. Let's go look into it. Advancing to the West Regional and the East Regional. Again, the layout's pretty simple. We only have 16 teams from this point forward. So here's what's come. In the West, we have Reese's, Nerds Gummy Clusters, Cadbury Mini Eggs, Gummy Bears, Ferrero Rocher, Swedish Fish, Fun Dip, and Sour Cherry Blasters. So the winner of this West Regional will be in the finals for the Candy Cup. In the East Regional, facing against the West later, we have Skittles, Starburst, Twix, Sour Patch Kids, Maple Candy, Peach Rings, Snickers, and Coffee Crisp. These regionals are stacked. Wow. Well, now let's show you what the bracket looks like. Here it is. And so these matchups are wild. Give it a gander. I mean, you've got a lot of tough ones. The Starburst Snickers matchup to start in the round of 16 is a very tough matchup this early in a tournament. But we're gonna have some good times. Taki, Trina Tunes, good to see you. Shout out to Trina. Mocker Plays, good to see you too. Nice to have you here as well, everybody. I know that Aaron says, other than the Sour Cherry Blasters, I want all this, right? I feel it. I mean, these candies are, this is incredible stuff, right? I'm very excited about, yeah, these are really great candies. Like, pretty much everything across the board. And, wonderful to have you all here. Let me, shout... But Mocker is the sponsor for Snickers. Trina is the sponsor for Maple Candy. And I have nominated Aaron as the sponsor for Nerds Gummy Clusters, which means if they win the tournament, I will be sending a supply of the sponsored candy to the community member or streamer, if you will, in this tournament. So these are all the matchups. It'll be purely NCAA tournament style brackets play. We're not gonna do these in order. We'll just basically be doing based on like a lot of factors, but including scheduling, whatever. But that's what you're set up with. So let's go take a look at this. So here are the sponsors for each of the candies. I've nominated Jeanette Music to be the sponsor for Reese's Peanut Butter Cups because it was mentioned at one point that Jeanette's a big fan of the Reese's. Arcade Chris will be sponsoring the Gummy Bears, Rahomo, Ferrero Rocher. I mentioned Aaron for Nerds Gummy Clusters. Whoa! Rothgar, incoming with 25 months for Prime. Thank you so much for joining us, Rothgar. Lovely to see you over the weekend, too. Hope you're doing well. Thank you again for your 25 months with Prime. And Wonder Truly, big fan of Sour Skittles. Rothgar Aurora will be the sponsor for the Coffee Crisp. And Sour Patch Kids will be sponsored by Bass Clarinet. So keep on going. In the East Regional, we have 4 more sponsors. Taki Trina Tune sponsors Maple Candy. I have nominated Willow Stevens, the incredible singer-songwriter, and now Ableton Looper, for Twix. BC Loves Otters can't make it into stream tonight, but will be repping the Peach Rings proudly from afar. And Mocker plays, of course, with the Snickers. And Mocker, I do want to promise you that we will have the Snickers matchup going earlier in the stream so that we can make sure that you can see it on stream before you go to bed. We have some non-sponsored candies. If you want to sponsor any of these candies below, you can. And you don't have to do it now. You can even do it in the quarters if they get that far. So that's the latest. Aaron says, I think if Rahoma wins, he'll share with me since we're actual friends now. Oh my goodness. Developments. I love it. Mocker says, I'm hopping out pretty soon, traveling tomorrow, so no need to change your schedule. Okay, no worries. So that's where we're at. I think we have one matchup to start us off right off the bat. So, let's get to it. Oh my goodness, like this will be a very, very fun time. Okay. So, we're going to begin with our first matchup of the evening. Let me just make sure if there's anything else we have to yes, so we should be down to it. Aaron says, listen, I'm still mildly disgusted by the Rahoma and I being friends, but JevCon is going to do its thing, I guess. Yep, I love it. And honestly, like after he brought in the circus peanuts, like I'm actually kind of surprised. I'm even more surprised at this. So, but that just shows you the power of JevCon. So let's just start with this one. There are no sponsors for the first matchup, so we're gonna go ahead and just jump on this right away. So, if you're in the chat and you'd like to get your vote, make your voices heard tonight. Early morning coffee with him and Annie's what did it. Oh yeah. I've never seen you up that. I guess when there's coffee in the mix, like I was not expecting. I mean, just yeah. Not gonna lie, I didn't realize you were a morning person. I don't think. Are you a morning person, Aaron? I mean, or maybe you became a morning person because of the coffee, but it definitely surprised me a little bit. But definitely Annie and Rahoma are great to hang out with coffee, no doubt. Davey was 3 hours later. Oh, that's true. Good call. That's a good point. Yeah. So mentally it was much later. That's true. I'm only a morning person when I'm West Coast time. Okay. That's true. And I'm a night owl when I'm on East Coast time. When I was in Boston, I was going for it. It's kind of the same idea. So, let's get to it. Here we go. Chase for the Candy Cup. We're going to start this one off pretty quickly because we need to do an extra one early just so we can accommodate the rest of the schedule. So we're going to start then with the Cadbury Mini Eggs versus Swedish Fish matchup. So let's get to it. Fun times ahead. Here we go. Okay. So I just need a minute. The matchup will be Cadbury Mini Eggs versus Swedish Fish. Let us go. Let me get the scores and everything up in a second here. I would do that over here. Okay. Let me see. I gotta refresh the thing. There's number 1. There's number 2, and the timer shortly thereafter. Okay. Oh, wrong one. Not that one. This one. There we go. Mocker, thank you so much for your 7 stream streak. Okay, bye. Have a good one. Thank you. Take care, Mocker. Can we give a shout out to Mocker, please? Yes, we can. Let me throw one in for Trina too. Okay, so there's the setup. Now, Aaron, are you good to do the poll? I can do the poll if I'm good to do the poll as well if you prefer. Just let me know. You're welcome. 2-minute poll. 2-minute poll. I'm gonna go 2 minutes for this round. And let me just you can see we have an on-screen timer for this round, and we're ready to roll. So I think Aaron is gonna jump on that poll. Let's go ahead and wait it out then. And then everybody in the chat, you can vote on Cadbury Mini Eggs versus Swedish Fish. I'm not gonna tell you who to vote for, but I will say I had one of the two this weekend, and I loved it. And I do hope that one I had this weekend does win. We'll see which. I'll tell you what it is after the fact. Countdown. Yeah. Okay. We'll do it in 3, 2, 1. Go. I'll watch for it. There we go. Pick the best, says Aaron. You should. Good luck, everyone. Good luck to both sides. Let's see how this goes. And, oh, already wow, quite a start. Mini Eggs off to a 2-1 start. Very interesting start. I am on personally. I don't know. I don't know who's gonna win this. I did mention who I want to win, but with about 90 seconds to go, I feel like it's anyone's match. Aaron says, now I happen to be a Swedish Fish fiend, but that may be just me. I mean, a lot of good things can be said about Swedish Fish. They're very, very tasty. Like, they're certainly quite good. Good texture too. Aaron says, I really like gummy-based candies. I realize. Yeah, that does track. $40 seconds to go. Yeah, we're starting slowly. I knew this was going to be a relatively slow vote. No problem. It's always good to warm up before you start. Oh, we got a vote in for Mini Egg. Mini Egg is doing pretty well here. Oh, and another vote for Mini Egg. Wow. 13 seconds left. Mini Eggs are celiac safe, so I got it. Oh, nice! And that's it! Congratulations to Cadbury Mini Eggs for the win. 4-1. Welcome in. And yeah, welcome in, Emily. Emily, good to see you again. That was pretty sweet. So that's our first matchup of the evening. We'll do the next one in 4 minutes. Great stuff. Congratulations to Cadbury Mini Eggs. My small iPad is dead, so I gotta go charge it. I will do that in a second, but not too bad. I mean, this is gonna be a close matchup the whole way. I knew that from the jump. Like, there's no doubt it was gonna be a really, so not bad. It's a good way to start. We'll do our next matchup in just a few minutes. Just gonna write this down and document the winner. Okay. And we'll reveal who our next matchup is in just a moment. But Penguin, good to see you. How's it going? Penguin says, hey Davey, I'm here for your weird candy names. Great to see you, Penguin. Shout out to Penguin Superhero. Nice to have you here. But I hope you're well. Hope your golf game's been good too. Let me go ahead and do the shout out to Penguin. Hold on. I think I might have a custom for Penguin. I do. That's great. Okay, just give me just a second to charge my iPad. I'll be right back. I'm not doing a BRB because it'll be really fast. Doing all right. Thanks for asking. I had a really fun weekend. No, you're fine, Eric. That's completely good. Completely good. The polls are already doing me a solid, so that's totally good. Aaron says, "Can you tell I don't make it around here much these days?" Indeed, but no worries. It's lovely to have you here. Yeah, but JackCon 2025 was freaking awesome. Like, it was really great. What a venue, what a spot. We'll talk a little bit more about it after we do the tournament stuff tonight. Probably in about a couple hours from now, if maybe less than that, because like these matchups will not go too long. But yeah, everything from the food to like the games, the music, it was really had a lot of everything. All right, so I think got about a minute to go before we get to our next matchup. So let's set that up. Reset the scores. This next matchup is pretty insane. Like, in fact, it's kind of ridiculous that this is only a round of 16 matchup. This feels like a final matchup, but that's just how it works out sometimes. So let's get to it in a moment. Let's go over here. Okay. So we are gonna let me see. Let me see. I don't know what this is. A thing called Peak Performance is the name of the track I'm gonna play. Let's go with it. Okay. So next up in our matchup, we are gonna go to, here it is. Oh, it's this one. That's right. It's Starburst versus Snickers. All right. Good luck to all. We'll give you the countdown, Aaron, and we'll be ready to go with the poll. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Here we go. Get your votes in, everybody. Good luck to both. Good luck to the candies as they go. Snickers off to 1. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a close one. This is going to be a close one. All right. It's 1-1 so far in our Candy Cup round of 16 vote. Yeah, Starburst just comes up ahead. But oh, another one, 3-1. So Snickers needs a little bit of a charge. Here it comes. A minute 33 to go here in our round of 16 vote. It is single elimination. This is the only vote you will get for these two. Pick your favorite to advance. If we have a tie at the end of our 2-minute vote, we will go to an overtime session. It's just, oh, this is gonna piss me off. It might. Well, we have a tie right now. It's 3-3. Oh my goodness. Down to 59 seconds. It is getting there. It is getting there. And Starburst pulls ahead by 1. It's 4-3. 48 seconds remaining in our vote. These matches will be tight, I can tell, because all these candies are so good. And every vote counts. 30 seconds remaining. 27, 26. It's holding. Starburst has still got the lead, 4-3. And that's going to be enough. Oh, we just got a tying vote here by Snickers, and we have 15 seconds left. Oh, I'm angry. Eric, just vote for Snickers, please. I don't feel like this is a fair fight. One of sweetness, one of the chocolate. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. We are going to end up with a tie. Wow. All right, so we have a tie. I gotta put down. Okay, so here's what we do with ties. We're gonna do a 1-minute tiebreaker, and for this tiebreaker, we will institute 500-point votes, which could be very, very significant. We're gonna find out how this goes. Okay. So, Aaron, I'll give you the countdown. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Emily says, this made me confront whether flavor or how much I can eat matters more than a candy. That's fair. Pick the best, but actually this time. All right, Snickers off to a start. Good start. 3 points? Or 3 votes? Oh, I'm supposed to only do a minute. This is only a minute vote. So we're going to count down to like 1. Oh, Aaron might have put this for 2 minutes too. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay because we got the 500-point votes either way. So it should be all right. Oh, you put it as a minute? Okay. Oh, no, you're right. It is a minute. Okay. So we're going to count this down to 1 minute. So on the screen, you only have 23 seconds left. 23 seconds. 20 seconds. Roma says, I wore my vacuum suit. You did! I'm witness! I saw it firsthand. It was awesome. Aaron corroborates. He did. It's true. It's 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. And one for Starburst comes in, but I don't think it's going to be enough. No! Not enough. We have a winner. Snickers will win in the tiebreaker. 4-1. That's going to make Mocker Plays very happy. Congratulations to Snickers. Well done. Well done, regulars, too, because the points make a difference in the tiebreaker vote. Marhoma says, ooh, not mad about this vote. I'm not either. Snickers are great. I love Snickers. Big fan of Snickers. So we have 15 minutes till our next matchup, so let me just write down what we've done, and we'll catch up on chat. Marhoma says, and they're gluten-free. Are they really? That's great. I know some candies are gluten-free, so that's actually pretty cool. That is very, very neat to know. For those who celebrate. Yeah. Yeah. And Trina, my bad. Like, I messed up the timing. I would totally have been down to do it too. I was like kind of sitting on that goal, but now now that Rahomo like kind of like demonstrated them, like those trunks look pretty cool. Like I totally want to get in on some as well. So I'm feeling regrets not opting in on that as well. Like they're pretty fresh. So let's catch up on Aaron's other comment. Annie's menu and cooking skills were top tier. Yeah, absolutely. Annie made a huge difference. Anna Laura is an exceptional cook. Like it is impressive. The vision, the organizational skills, like it was really great. Like she really had a great handle on the kitchen over the weekend, and it was truly a team effort. And her ability to like coach us in such an upbeat manner, it made all the difference. Trina says, well, it's never too late. Indeed. Aaron says, I need to get me a vacuum suit but money. That's fair. That's fair, too. Oh, I mean, that's right. Your design was... That's right. This is Emily's design. Emily, fantastic design. Big time kudos to you. That was great. Trina says, Davey, is that just the Bulls team vegetables? It is. I'm going to explain that. Folks, I have let myself go. It's embarrassing. I weighed myself on the scale today. I was just disgusted at myself. Like I just awful, just brutal, absolutely brutal. Between Memorial Day weekend and Jeff Con, like it was just a lot of bad eating, and it finally caught up with me. And I'm like, you know what? It's time to kick the habit. I'm gonna get back to eating better, and we're gonna do way less carbs for the foreseeable future. So lots more salads in the Davey future, and lots more exercise in Davey future too. And specifically, I want to hone in on swimming again, because swimming does a great job. It does great to tone the body. So like, I'm gonna go back into that. Did a swim today, and we'll see how that goes the rest of the way. So then I will actually look good in vacuum swim trunks, you know, rather than Jabba the Hutt. Like that would be no good for anybody. But so. Don't speak mean about my friend. We support healthy eating, but speak yourself. Be nice to our friend. Aw, okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. What did I say? Be nice to our friend? Food has no more value, but you have value as well. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. I mean, I guess I've had my run-ins with bad eating. So no, you're right. You're right. I agree. Don't be embarrassed, but be motivated instead. Absolutely. And I'm taking this motivation and running with it, and swimming with it too. Thank you, friends. Like I do appreciate that proper. I do appreciate that perspective. It does matter a lot. I have to always modulate that properly. I do tend to get down on myself a lot in these areas, and so it's better to take a negative and turn it into a positive. So I think it's a great idea. It's okay. Positive self-talk is hard. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, friends. Yeah, and I am excited. Like, I think to continue the positive angle, the swim today was pretty good. Like, my intervals were actually all right. Like, I was expecting things to be a lot worse than they were, and that's a good sign because I think I can continue to build off of that, and we'll improve on. I'm not a fast swimmer to begin with, just to be clear. Like, I'm not going to be challenging anybody in any meet, but I think I do pretty well for myself with endurance. So so it's a very good sign, and I feel like we'll just keep going, and then we're continuing healthy building. I'm very excited about it. Want to be my fitness pals? Same screaming. Nice. I might take you up on that. Yeah. I would be glad to. It helps a lot to have friends do it with you. So, like, I thank you for that, Rahoma. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm not even sure. What did they bring? Oh, the vegetables. Right. But yeah, I wasn't the hungriest tonight, so I went with the vegetables tonight. Super good. You know what else is really good? A shawarma salad, like a Greek salad with shawarma. Oh my gosh, you don't even know. It's so good. And it's actually pretty good for your diet too, for the most part. Accountability buddies, yeah, let's go. Aaron says, look at my friends helping each other. I appreciate it. Yeah, Romo, you are truly a savant of exercise and fitness. I would be most grateful to be an accountability buddy with you. That sounds like fun. Yeah. Trainer says, yes, eating healthy doesn't have to be boring. Shawarma, salad, bowls, slap. They do. Good stuff. It is good stuff. Yeah. I remember when, how much time do I have? I have like 9 minutes. Okay. I remember when I was, the first time, well, maybe the second time then. Because the first time I did it was about over 20 years ago. But whenever my course correction usually begins with a plan. Like, set goals, set boundaries as to like what you should be eating most of the time, with exceptions, of course, weekends and things like that, right? And yeah, and I think the discipline is what will get you will carry you through, you know. So I'm excited to do it. We've passed most of the big holidays at this point. There's Father's Day, but you know, Father's Day isn't necessarily a huge eating weekend, so like, it should be good times. Let me see. Let's play this out. Yeah. But just to repeat, just to go back to the other thing, like, I was really happy with the food at the Jeff Con. Like, it was so good. And interestingly enough, it was very, very green. It was very, very it was very fresh. It didn't have a lot of like additives or preservatives. Like, it was a very healthy eating. Every meal was a pretty healthy meal. I think the only exception maybe would have been Breakfast Wars, but that's understandable. It's just like, how can you refuse Breakfast Wars? It's just, everything was so good. And I do want to agree with, Aaron made the point at one point about the quiche, the quiche-like thing that Annie made. That quiche-like thing was unbelievable. Like, it was that didn't just slap. That slapped hard. It was so good. Yeah, Breakfast Wars was very important business, and Roham's Breakfast Wars were non-negotiable. Absolutely. Yeah, and it was great. So heckin' yes, it really was. Oh man, I live for that quiche, or that quiche-like dish. Slapped harder than Will Smith. Absolutely. Almost is too soon. I think it's all right. And then there was me bringing up the beer with the waffles. No, the waffles were great. I enjoyed the waffles too, because when I was able to put like strawberries and whipped cream on the waffles, was that? I think it was apples. The baked apples and the whipped cream. Insane. It was so good. So good. Yeah, so those waffles definitely were a big part of it. I think the disappointment with the breakfast wars was that I wanted to like the ubi mochi pancakes more than I did. Yeah, a little bit, but I did like the idea, you know? I think, oh, we got a raid! Rudy, welcome in! It's good to see you again. How's it going? How you been? What's up? Aaron says, listen, the top tier combo is the berry compote there with the lemon curd spread on the French toast. Ooh, you know, I forgot. I didn't get to try the lemon curd. Was it good? Was it everything? It looked great. It looked great. I was faced with a choice. I think I chose the apples, but the lemon curd looked unbelievable as well. Aaron says, oh, the lemon curd was amazing. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, E-Room, I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Shout out to E-Room Kim. Let's go bring in everybody. Here we go. I predict a riot. I predict a riot. I'm experimenting with some new tricks. But it is great to see you. How's it going, E-Room? What's good? Thank you for the shout, Aaron, to E-Room Kim. Hope your stream was good. I hope the puzzle went well. Aaron says, there's a reason Sudney kidnapped it at the end of the... Oh, is that right? Somebody kidnapped the lemon curd? I'm going to have to inquire about that on the next subby stream. That is hysterical. But very much warranted, I must say. Yeah, a shout to our friend Subtracticat as well, because Subby's back on the beam after hanging out with us on TwitchCon. I was lurking last night as I was winding down and situating myself and practicing music and everything else, but also was watching Subby do Sea of Stars, and that was cool to see again. So shout out to our friend Subby. Erim says, all good. Got to level 29 of words on stream tonight. A fun round. Solid night. Erim, congrats, my friend. So you have only missed 2 matchups so far in a round of 16. There are only going to be 8 of them. So we are taking our time getting to each one of them tonight. But I am proud to say that Snickers and mini eggs have advanced so far. So it's a very chocolate-friendly round so far. But can we buck the trend in our next matchup, which we will reveal in about 3 minutes? By the way, good to see you again, Sydney, and Bao, and Peekaboo. Welcome in. I'm Davey. I'm a variety streamer. I'm based in Los Angeles, and we do all sorts of fun things on stream tonight. We are continuing our chase for the Candy Cup. Many of you from E-Room's community might remember that E-Room was a sponsor for the Sixlets, and Sixlets had a nice little run there in the tournament. There are now 14 candies remaining. 2 have advanced. Wait, do I have that right? I think I do. E-Room says that a Snickers Blizzard from Dairy Queen on yesterday's stream was very yummy. Oh man, I love the sound of that. That sounds amazing. Yeah, that sounds quite good. So I'm glad you enjoyed. Yeah. I just want to say it's really good to be on stream again. Like I didn't realize how long I was actually out. It was long. I was out for a while. Like I think the last stream we did was when we did, as far as I remember, I think it was when we were doing we were finishing group play, but I don't know what day that was. It might have been on Monday last week. So it's like we've been out a solid week. Yeah. No, more than a solid week, like a week and a half. So I didn't even realize how long that had been. But indeed, I think that was how. No, I think that might have been Tuesday. See, now I don't remember. Okay, it was like Monday a week ago. I'm so confused. I totally don't remember. I think that's right though. Let's see. Aaron says, "Ooh, I want a Blizzard." Yeah, they're so good. They're so good. Ewan says, "I live 1 mile from a Dairy Queen." Not always a good thing. Yeah, totally. Last raid was 17 days ago. Was that right? Wow, 17. Damn. I guess so. Yeah, we've been out a while. But we're back on it for good now. And very excited about the things to come. Okay, we're getting pretty close to our next matchup, so let's get to it. And in our next matchup, we're going to have another matchup between chocolate and not chocolate. Rothgar, I hope you're with us in the chat still, because you have very vested interest in the next matchup. Let me reveal for you who we have coming up. All right, hold on to your hats, everybody, because next up, I think Rothgar knows. This is exciting. In our next matchup, we are going to now segue into, get ready for it, Skittles versus Coffee Crisp. Holy smokes, what a matchup this is going to be. All right, here comes the toll. Voting is underway, everybody. Get your votes in. 2 minutes to vote. Who will win? And remember, the sponsor whose candy wins the tournament will get a supply of this candy sent to them courtesy of the Sandwich Show. Very exciting. Skittles off to the quick start, but Coffee Crisp charges ahead 3-2. Very exciting. Look, this is quite a bad. I love. We're almost as easy. Coffee Crisp with a lead, 3-5. Coffee Crisp is the only correct answer, you cowards. Okay, I love both, but I can only have one now, so says Emily. And there, yeah. Gotta have some love for the Coffee Crisp. I just wish it was more readily available. I feel like this would be dominating if it were. But already, it is looking good. 6-3. Very good score for Coffee Crisp. Can it hang on here with a minute left in our vote? Penguin says, what is a Coffee Crisp? Is it coffee flavor? Sounds awful. No. It's quite good. It's quite... Think of it... It's hard to explain what it is. It is. But... It's like a wafer candy. Yes, it has a coffee flavor, but it's also got, like, the chocolate flavor. Right. Aaron says it's a Kit Kat, but better. Very much better than Kit Kat. Absolutely. Big improvement on the Kit Kat. 25 seconds remaining. And wow, this is a bit of an upset, actually, because Skittles is a very popular candy. Coffee Crisp now ahead 7-3 with 17 seconds remaining. What will be left of the vote? Doesn't look like enough to catch up, but stranger things have happened. Skittles ain't got nothing on Coffee Crisp. Yeah, and so far the votes have shown that out. We have a winner. Coffee Crisp 7, Skittles 3. My other iPad's dead right now, but amazing. Well done, everybody. Congratulations to Coffee Crisp for advancing to the next round. Your final score 7-3. Well deserving too, though. If you've not tried Coffee Crisp, I recommend trying it. I had the first Coffee Crisp in my life. It might have been in December 2021, actually. You might have thought it was DEF CON 22, but I believe the first one I ever had was in a care package sent to me by Jillian Hayek. So, and there's a VOD of that stream. It was like, I think it was during the stream I was on with C-Dub, when we had C-Dub on for the first time. It was during that stream. And we opened this giant box of, like, Canadian goodies. And they had arrows and Canadian Smarties and Coffee Crisp. And Coffee Crisp was fantastic. And a lot of cookies. Tons of chocolate chip cookies. That was a good day. That was a good day. Yeah. And then I had him again at DEF CON 2022. And Aaron says, DEF CON 2022 was my first one. And I instantly fell in love. As you do. As you should. It's really good. But yeah, Coffee Crisp love here in the house. I will turn this off. I think I'm gonna do the Vacuum swimsuit at some point. Well, I'll figure out the wins and the hows and the costs and all that. But and then more motivation. We motivate ourselves to get back on track with our swimming, and perhaps, if everything lines up in the right places, a hot tub stream could finally come to the Sandwich Show. In an era where the hot tub stream has completely fallen out of vogue, but still something to think about for the summer. Um, Trina says, Davey, you are an icon. Wait, what do we have here? So Amazon screwed up in my order and I got 4 bags of circus peanuts for free. How does that happen? What? Oh no. That's the wrong kind of... I mean, look, if you wanted to screw up, you want to screw up with something good. But circus peanuts. Oh no. Oh my goodness, that is just... Oh, I don't wish that on anybody. Oh, Rohomo, I'm so sorry. Aaron says there is no such thing as fresh. Rohomo says, why couldn't it have been coffee crisps? Oh my gosh. It's almost like an early April Fool's joke. Oh my gosh. Rohomo says, I can confirm that they're never fresh. I remember when I finally got a chance to eat one. Well, first of all, Rohomo brought them in just as a playful gesture for all of us. Put it on the table with all the other candies. And we were waiting. And we were waiting and waiting and waiting for when Aaron would find them and inevitably chew us both out. Like, I would get tied into it as well. Because I happen to wear a shirt that says they have to be fresh. I actually made a shirt that says they have to be fresh and wore it to JEF Con. So yeah, I was definitely going to get implicated in that scenario, as I should be, you know. At any rate, it took a while. Like it was like about a day or so, and then Rohomo and I were challenging. We're trying to settle a game of pool, and we missed out the initial scream, but we did see her come into the garage and slap us both upside the head at the end, and rightfully so, because like we probably traumatized a number of people in that moment. Okay, hang on, let me catch up in chat. There's a lot of catching up to do. I keep seeing them online, but I don't think they're in Canada. I'm so curious. Trina says, they are orange marshmallows shaped as peanuts that are apparently banana flavored. Canada does not have this cursed good. Just to piss me off. Yeah, why are they banana flavored? See, we don't know that either. Like, we have no idea where that came from. Trina says, no one knows. Or marshmallow. Again, I have no idea where that comes from. Trina says, I'm so glad you got that, Davey. No, you're correct. For sure. Trina and Aaron says, be glad that's all you got. Yeah, no, it's 100% fair. It's 100% fair. We knew what we were doing. Both of us knew what we were doing. The shirt did not help the situation. But I'm considering it as the future sandwich show merch. So we'll see if I have the guts to do that. Trina says, the meme of this channel now that circus peanuts are good if they are fresh is because people kept screaming in chat, they have to be fresh. They did! We saw it over and over again in the chat. It was wild. And then I went to Reddit just to look up the thing about circus peanuts, and someone in the Reddit also, like years and years before, said, well, they're good when they're fresh. I was like, where did this idea that them being fresh makes them better? Like, they taste exactly the same. I don't even think that's not even the biggest surprise with the circus peanuts. The biggest surprise with the circus peanuts is that people were eating them. Like, we thought that maybe people would try like 1 or 2. The whole bag was taken, and the second bag was taken too. I'm just like, wild that people would keep eating those, but they did. Aaron says, also, I ordered 2 4-packs of coffee crisps off Amazon. Pump it up! Let's go. That's great. Oh, you're killing me. You come into chat, that's your first comment. My circus peanuts might be the best candy ever invented. You kill me, Marcus. You kill me. There's Marcus, get out. You know what's funny? So I never actually, with all this, all this hoopla and hype and memes and everything, I never actually had a circus peanut until I was at JEF Con. So they're there, so I may as well try one. So I got one, and I go down to no, I go up. Yeah, I go up to. There's 2 living rooms at this place. This is a 3-level house. So there's a bottom level, a middle level, and a top level. So the middle level is the main level where, the kitchen is, and the main living room with the beautiful view No blinds, but a beautiful view to the mountains. So I go up to the main level, the second level, if you will, with my one circus peanut, and Erin yells at me, "Get that shit out of here!" I think that's what she said. She said, "Get that out of here!" And I won peanut, but I was like explaining, like I've never had one. Like I'd have to just for my own records figure out like what this actually tastes like. So I did. It was not good. It was not good. Listen, like fresh, not fresh, whatever. It was not good. It tasted like medicine. And then when I said that, like everyone was like, "Yeah, exactly. See what I mean?" Like, and it's like it all made sense. Like I get the rage now. But yeah, some people really do like them, and I mean, and that's all right, I guess. Yeah. Then it was stale. Aaron says they're always stale. They're made stale. Fresh is fake. Ramos says they were fine, but definitely not S tier. Yeah, I didn't think they were that bad. It wouldn't be my first choice or my second choice, my third choice, but it wouldn't be like, it's not a Bean Boozled bean. It's not one of these, right? Like, it's not gonna make me gag just from like smelling it. So it's not that. Or your 77th choice. I mean, it could have been like 62nd, but you know, but yeah, that's the right idea. Yeah. And Hulk, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. Shout out to Smarticus77, who also is a variety streamer on Twitch. It's nice to see you. Trina says, the best thing about my new condition is I can literally not eat circus peanuts, so I'm blessed with never having to know how they taste. Now, good for you. You've been spared of the calamity. Yeah. Aaron says, I'll take a toothpaste jelly bean over circus peanut any day. Yeah, definitely. Toothpaste jelly beans for the win. Very good. Emily says, are they stale or are they fermented? I don't... Honestly, it could go either way. Hoax says, yeah, May was a very weird busy month. I feel ya. Well, for me too, actually. Yeah. June is a busy month too. Unfortunately, too busy. I'll get into more details on that maybe later in the stream. But let's just say I'm gonna have to switch up some of the travel plans I had, which is, yeah. I mean, I don't love it, but it is what it is. You know, you just gotta do what you gotta do. But I do have other things going on later, and I'm actually pondering a couple of potential other trips, which might be really fun. And so, Hoax's kid became an adult by number standards, graduated high school, etc., etc. Dads and grads. I feel ya. Kudos to your kid, though. Congratulations. Yeah, that's great. Those of you joining us late tonight, so far, it's been an all-chocolate tournament. Mini Eggs, Snickers, and Coffee Crisp have advanced. Will there be a not chocolate to advance? Yes, because our next matchup does not have chocolate. But, lots of chocolate dominance, I will say. It's very interesting. Aaron says, I'm stuck in the no more trips to TC limbo. Yeah. Yeah, definitely understandable. Because, like, trips are an investment of finances, too. So, I don't want to get too crazy with it. But then, with me having to pivot from the Denver trip that I was going to go on, yeah, and that's the pivot. I will not make the trip to Denver that I had originally planned at the end of this month. For reasons, but I'm going to reschedule Denver for later because I still have my two friends over there in Denver. I still have a bunch of friends in Denver. In fact, enough friends. There are new ones I might say hello to out there, actually. Yeah. So I should let them know this at some certain point. Whenever I do, I end up getting out there. But anyway, there's that. So I might reschedule that for later in the year. And then there's a couple other trips I kind of want to put my radar on. So one is the trip I've been thinking of for a long time. Like I want to do a trip, I want to do a week in North Carolina. Like, and Aoife and I even were talking about it. Like, you know, we could hang in North Carolina, and then meet some other friends out there from Twitch land. Like, it would be really fun. It'd be a fun week. So that's one idea. And then the other idea I had was, what was it? What was the other idea? Oh, Toronto. Toronto. Yeah, Toronto, folks. Toronto in mid-August. So Voice Unmuted is going to do like a release party in Toronto. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know if Southwest flies to Toronto, but if they do, I've got $400 of flight credits. It's like, why not? Trina says, I'm close to Toronto, Davey. Let's go! Yeah, and you know, not only that, but the carrots around there, right? So oh my gosh. Could you imagine DavyCon North in Toronto? Okay, right on. Right on. Hope the business goes well. Hoke, we'll see you soon. Party in Canada, Trina's and Vacuum Swimmer. I do not have a pool or even a hot tub, so maybe one day if I have money, this is more possible. That's what Airbnb is for, though, right? Like, do they have Airbnb in Canada too, right? I assume they do. They must. It's an international app. Tiny Toronto TwitchCon, yes. Also, the correct Canadian pronunciation is Toronto. Yeah. legit. Or Toronto. Tiny Toronto TwitchCon, let's go. That's a great idea. We'll bring the TwitchCon to Canada. Kiddie pool party at Trina's. I think that sounds like the vibe. I think I'm here for it. And here I thought it was pronounced center of the universe. The less sounds that are in the world, Toronto, the more correct it is. And I'm hoping that I can add a day or two. I don't know exactly how far Ottawa is from there, but man, I've been intrigued by it. I would love to go to Ottawa for a day. I think that'd be really vibey. It would be quite a night, quite a weekend, quite a week. It's 4 hours. Okay, so 4 hours isn't too bad. Can be more with traffic. Yeah, 5 hours by car. Okay. 5 to 6 hour train ride, less than an hour by plane. Oh, okay. Not too shabby. Okay, but we'll focus more on Toronto, or Chana, Kana, for this time around. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm hoping for. There's plenty of time to make this happen. We'll see. But anyway, back on track. Rothgar says it depends on where you are in Toronto. Toronto's like an hour away from Toronto. No, you're right. I've heard the stories. It's pretty ridiculous. Toronto is massive. It's ridiculous. It's outrageous. Also, Forecastle. Yeah. Oh, that's too funny. But yeah, were any of you able to see the JevCon stream that they did over the weekend? There was like no announcement about it, but a lot of people did find it, so I was really happy to see that. And it was really cool to see Justin and Evelyn in person do a piano stream. Now, this did happen last year, but there's a difference between the way they had it with the rented pianos and the way they did this year with their regular piano. Like, these are the pianos they use on stream. It's the exact same model. They brought them from home because all the patches sound the same, and it felt cool. It was cool to hear all of that in the building. Like, that was really neat. I was looking forward to that for a long time, and it was really cool to finally see what the piano looked like up close. And it's a very good model. It's an XF series synthesizer from Yamaha. It's very good, solid action. I did test it out a little bit. I was allowed to. I did ask Justin first, and I did test it out a little bit before stream. Emily says, Trina once left Toronto and got to a different city before I got to the other side of Toronto. So Toronto might be bigger than LA then, if that's true. And then honestly, it might track. I've seen the size of Ontario. It's massive. Ontario is ridiculous. Like, it's just like, it could be several different countries. Like, it's so big. Yeah, Trina says that's super cool. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, we got to hear. Actually, We are a whale. Yeah, 100%. I think it's time for our next matchup. Okay. Trina says, I've known people say Toronto traffic is worse than LA. It must be in the neighborhood for sure. Because, like, I've heard people have said a lot about how bad it is. I'm certainly one to believe them on that. Because, like, the way it's laid out, it just feels very LA-like. So, yeah, I could definitely see that. Citation needed. I love it a lot. So, congratulations to Coffee Crisp. They have advanced to the next round. That joke was for Rothgar and no one else. I need to repeat like how cool it was to catch up with Rothgar over the weekend. That was fun times. Trina says, nah, that was a pun. That made me laugh. And not roll my eyes. So, there you go. Nice. All right. Let's continue. We are up to now the next matchup. And this next matchup is a matchup between... Get ready for it. 3, 2, 1, go. Wait, when it comes up. Oh, no. No, whatever. Sour Patch Kids versus Maple Candy. Okay, 3. Aaron says total. Yeah, right. We kind of rushed that there. Sorry. Okay. All right, it's almost that time. Aaron's setting up the poll. I should be good to get this going once I see the poll. So, whenever you're ready, Aaron. Oh, I still haven't had maple. Oh, that's right, because the maple candy thing didn't. Yeah. That's right. So, Sour Patch Kids sponsored by Bass Clarinets. Maple Candy sponsored by Taki Trina Tunes. May the best candy win this matchup. Go time! Here we go. Here comes the poll. And get your votes in, everybody. Trina says, I'm having a miserable time and maple candy are the only candy that I can eat. Pity me. Aww. Look at the start. Holy shit. 6-1 in favor of maple candy. I will fight for Canada and for Trina. Our newfound trust me, vote Maple. Yes. Maple is doing great. Big Maple is killing it. 7-2 after only 35 seconds of voting. I've never heard of maple candy. It's pretty amazing. Like, think of it like it's a little bit like it's better than toffee. It's not as abrasive as toffee, but if you think of maple syrup encapsulated in a toffee like form, that's kind of the best I got. But it's not as abrasive. Like it won't take your teeth out like toffee does, you know. So that's sort of the summary of maple candy. Big Maple is so funny when you know about the maple cartels. Yeah, we were actually talking about that during JevCon during one of the nights. Like we got into that whole maple cartel situation. It was pretty wild. It kind of melts in your mouth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't had it since TwitchCon last year. It was great. I need to put that on my list too. Maple candy, coffee crisp. Okay, 16 seconds, 15 seconds. Looking really good for maple candy. Here we go. 10, 9, 8. Oh my goodness, I think maple candy's gonna pull it off, folks. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. Maple candy. 7-3. What a win for maple candy. Starting off strong and not letting go. Congratulations to Trina and Trina's peoples and Maple Candy for the big win. Way to go, everybody. Good stuff. Trina says, yay, thanks, chat. Aaron says, I still can't believe you forgot to have any coffee crisp at JevCon. I know! Kind of like the thing, that was kind of... I don't know how that happened. Other than I just didn't see it. And I don't think I did. I think I didn't see it. Well, let me just show you. Oh, Canada, says Emily. I love it. This photo might help illustrate why I might not have seen it. So let me just go over and show you in a minute. Because the way it was laid out, I saw. Well, look, it'll be easier once I see the photo. Like, I'll get the photo up and then I'll break it down for you. But it was kind of unusual. I will say it was kind of unusual. Because. Okay. Let me go to my photos. Aaron says, "What do you mean you didn't know?" No, I mean I knew it was there. I literally yelled at Rohomo to bring me a coffee crisp at the campfire. What do you mean you didn't know? No, you're right. And they were certainly in the vicinity. It was very strange because like I did have all the other candies. Let me see if I can pop this up and then I'll give you a better idea of what it looked like. So, wait, oh no. I think I'm trying to find the photo with all the candies on it. Oh, here it is. Found it. Okay. No, I don't have an excuse. Coffee crisp is right there. It's like right. It was on the table. Yes, the circus peanuts dominated the field. We saw it up there, but listen, the coffee crisp was right there. Like I had no excuse. I should have had at least a piece. So there you go. So poorly produced on my end. And I think Rahama made the point that the circus peanuts were eaten before the Toblerone, which is, that's very, I don't know what to say. Exactly. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to resolve that. That the circus peanuts were consumed before the Toblerone, like, I don't even know. Like, Aaron says, I then yelled at Joy and Nighty to also try it, and they agreed coffee crisp is amazing. And it is true, yeah, definitely. I've had it before. I just didn't have it on this trip. Big error by Davey. Emily says they do not look fresh. No, they do not look fresh. I think the freshness is a myth personally, but Aaron says they weren't. They never were. They never will be. Yep, that's fair. Oh my gosh, that's funny though. Oops, did I push the wrong button? I did. This button. Okay, there we go. Okay, how are we doing on time? We are about halfway through this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So half the matchups are done. We only have one half of the matchups to go. And we could even start doing them a little faster. So I would not be opposed to that, just because then we can finish the tournament matchups earlier and get into some more just chatting, which I'm really enjoying tonight. Smarticus says, further proof that circus peanuts are S tier is the fact that none of you can stop talking about them. I mean, it's one thing to rank something based on relevancy, but it's another to rank something on like how good it tastes. So Aaron says circus peanuts make me want to commit crimes more so than usual. Being notorious is not always a good thing, says Emily. Yeah. And Smarticus says, so not a single mint thing makes it, but circus peanuts is where we draw the line. It's the mint thing is a whole other topic onto itself. It's like it's a little nuts, but there was strong anti-mint sentiment in our community for this tournament. We saw it firsthand. Like there are some very good minty treats which just never even had a chance. People just did not want. We're not having it with mint. I thought 80s were great. I thought 80s were going to make it to the to the round of 16. Ramos says Altrina. Yeah. Aaron says, I wanted mint things to make it. I did too. I like mint things. And Anna Laura had junior mints at JevCon too. And so she offered us junior mints to eat with the popcorn. And she said, watch the junior mints mesh with the popcorn and rock your world. And they did. They really did. They were very good with the popcorn. So it was certainly not for. We certainly had some support from mints, but they were just overruled by certain parts of our community. And that's all right. That's all right. Trina says, I'm known for mint hating and vacuums. Yeah. Mint is divisive because is it peppermint or is it spearmint? And it still got whooped, yeah. Aaron, I voted for the mint things with every fake account I got. Did you really? That was a wild Smarticus. Why all the resentment? Oh no! It was quickly deleted by Aaron in the chat. I don't have my ding button, but I do have this as a substitute. There you go. That's for Romo. Romo says it was Aaron by proxy. Oh, he deleted his own comment. Okay. Oh, you did. You did delete your own comment. That's right. Aaron by proxy, though. Can we get some love for the taco bar, too, at GevCon? That taco bar was phenomenal. It was great. And it was like one of those unique cases where you could have like 2 tacos and eat more than the size of a burrito. Like, it was amazing. Because the tortillas are like this big. So you could really go to town on it. Man, that was good times. Aaron says, I just judged him, as I do. As you do, indeed. Davey says, oh, Aaron says, Davey, the amount you put on your plate, my lord. I know. Definitely something I can work on. Yeah, I definitely went for it that night. Yeah. Because I was like, well, if I'm going to have 3 tacos, like, I definitely went for it. Aaron says, I was impressed. Well, thank you for that. Yeah. I've had a little, I guess I can say I've had some experience in that area. But I'll admit I was impressed by it too. Yeah, speaking of huge amounts of food, I do have a Fogo redemption code, which I could use. It was for my birthday, but I haven't decided. And it's like, I don't know if this is the right time to be redeeming that, but Fogo is really good. So I'm still thinking about it. We'll find out. We'll see how that goes later. Trina says, how do you delete your own comment? As a mod, I still can't figure it out. Rahon was a pro. Rahon was a pro. Rahon is a pro indeed. Okay. Rahon was his pure fear of Aaron's wrath. It's a real thing. Like, now that we've seen Aaron's wrath, like, in person, like, yeah, it's a real thing. Like, don't get in the way of that. Like, it's definitely a real thing. Remember, I have to say, like, remember we checked in on I was testing, there's an endless pool. I think it's called an endless pool. I keep forgetting what it's called. I think it's called an endless pool. There was an endless pool at this Airbnb. I was very excited because I was like, oh, I can do like actual lap swimming in this thing. This is really great. But it wasn't working very well at all. Like, it barely gave us any jets. I couldn't turn on the other jets because they were broken. So I was doing the best I can with it. And then folks were checking in, like later in the day or later in the morning. It was early. It was like, I woke up early on purpose because I didn't want to make too many waves doing this. So I kind of wanted to do it while people were still asleep. So just kind of not be a distraction. I know, I was up at 5 a.m. and I paid the price. I'll tell you, I paid the price hard. Around 3 o'clock, I was dead. I had to go for a nap. Right as like other people are coming in. I think that's when Joy and company came in. That was Friday. Yeah, I was dead. Like, if I had tried to stay awake, I probably would have passed out completely. So I needed a nap. That was a mistake I learned from too. I'm like, I didn't do that again. Yeah. Yeah, 5 was outrageous. 5 was outrageous. But the infinity pool, it was really a fun. I mean, I got like maybe a fraction of the experience, but it was really fun. I just wish it had worked a little bit more effectively, because then, man, that would have been a very solid workout for sure. So it was really fun. But the use of the infinity pool as a hot tub is a little uneven. There's like a pocket of it that as an actual hot tub. That was solid, but the part of the pool part of the pool. Oh my gosh, Galley, Nori, and Saber, thank you for the raid. Great to see you. Yeah, the hot tub part should have been bigger. I agree. Aaron's right. Like, if it had balanced out a little bit more, or just simply stretched it out more, like more hot tub, you could keep the size of the swimming part but make the hot tub part just like a little bit bigger. It would have made a big difference. What's up, everybody? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Galanorian Saber. I predict a riot. I predict a riot. Thank you so much for the raid, Galanorian Saber. How you doing? You were streaming G.I. Joe: A Real American Hero. Were you streaming the TV show, or were you? They were streaming, or were you playing the game that was based on G.I. Joe? But welcome in. Well, thank you, Galanorian. I mean, I love the shirt too. Super Mario World. It's a bop. Glad you like it. I'm Davey. I'm a variety streamer based in Los Angeles. And tonight we are in the middle of the chase for the Candy Cup. It is a tournament of candies voted on you, the fans. And the candy that makes it to the top of this tournament, the one who wins the tournament by beating out other candies head to head, will get the Candy Cup, and the sponsor of that candy will receive a supply of that candy sent by the Sandwich Show. And so we do have candies that still need to be sponsored. If any of you from our raid would like to sponsor a candy, please let me know. Whisper me. We'll tell you what's available. Captain Raid Radical, welcome in. Captain says, favorite 2D Mario for me. It's a great one. I think it's kind of neat with the Super Mario World because it combines elements of Mario with role-playing games. And it was kind of neat how open-ended the navigation was for each of the worlds. So you could go back and explore worlds again, try to find secret levels, find secret goodies. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you could fit max 5 people in the hot tub. Yeah, totally. And if you did go for 5, it was a pretty tight squeeze too at the time. So yeah. I feel like the ideal scenario for JevCon would be like a hot tub that had like solid seating for 10. Like that would be great. Like just have a long hot tub with like 10 people to go in there. And that would be a really fun time for sure. But it was fun to experiment with the infinity pool. Kind of fun. Or endless pool, I should say. Pretty good. We're getting pretty close to our next matchup. Let's go ahead and do it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We're going to pick it up. Here we go. Our next matchup of the evening in our round of 16. After our Candy Cup coverage, we'll talk a little bit more about JevCon. Plus, I want to get some quick hitters on the open mic after party, which happened concurrently with JevCon. So I watched the VOD after I got back from Seattle, and I have many thoughts. To just give you like a general opinion of like good, bad, great. It's a very it's an opinion that's going to have a lot of layers. So I recommend highly staying with us after the Candy Cup coverage, because I will have a very detailed take on this. But I will say I was really impressed by the talent that was represented. Like a lot of great people were involved in that open mic. So it wound up being there were some very good performances there for sure. But there's a lot more that goes with that take that I'll get into later. So okay, let's get back to it. All right, folks, you ready for the next matchup? Here it is. Let's go and get to it. Now we're going to go from Sour Patch Kids and Maple Candy. We're going to go to Heavy Hitter. And the next matchup is going to be in, I'll give you the countdown in a minute, Aaron. Let's go with, okay, here we go. Did I miss something? Okay. Here we go. We are going to go to Reese's versus Sour Cherry Blasters. Reese's is the big favorite in this matchup. We'll see how it goes. All right, here comes the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And once that poll goes up, it is your chance to vote for your favorite. Here we go. 2 minutes to vote, everybody. Get your votes in. We do have some support for Sour Cherry Blasters off the front, but Reese's with a strong lead to start, as was expected. And Galanori and Saber, if you have a favorite, feel free to vote as well. We encourage participation from everybody in our chat for this poll. It's not that long a poll. It's a 1 minute, but it's a 2-minute poll. We're almost 30 seconds in now. And yes, the favorite Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are ahead 6-1 as we speak. Penguins has never had cherry blasters, but they got to be better than Reese's. Wow! Alternative opinions by Penguin Superhero. I got you. I respect you. Minute 9 to go. Minute 5. So we're rounding into our final minute of the vote. Captain says, man, if it was Vanilla Reese's. We will count Vanilla Reese's in there, though. Like, our rule with candies is that if there's a variant of the candy, it will count towards the as a vote for that candy. So in other words, for example, with M&Ms, if there are peanut M&Ms and plain M&Ms, all M&Ms are counted for M&Ms. So you can definitely vote for that, for Reese's, based on the vanilla ones. Yeah. Reese's are also gluten-free. Let's go. Nice. Oh, well, then the Reese's Night. Let's go. Nice. Okay, cool. We'd be glad to have your vote. 17 seconds left to go in your vote. Plenty of time, though. Push that button. All right. It's looking like Reese's has a solid lead on this. I think they're going to get it. Aaron says, I love me Reese's. Me too. It makes me think of Halloween, too. And I think it's because of the orange wrapper. We have a winner. Reese's is your easy winner, 6-2. Never a doubt for Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Congratulations to Reese's for advancing to the next round. All right, not bad. Not bad. Good vote. The cups and Reese's Pieces are safe, but the seasonal shapes are not. Oh, that's crazy. I wonder, is it because they need different... Oh, yeah. To mold it, right? That makes sense. Flour gets involved at some point. Yeah. Ah, dang, that's a bummer. The shared molds, yeah. Ah, that's a bummer, Emily. Alrighty, so that's it for this round. Let's go do a bonus vote. I feel like we can pick up the pace here. I want to make sure that we give everybody a chance to vote. I don't want this stream to go too late tonight either. So, or at least the tournament part of the stream. I don't want that to go too late. So, Aaron, you ready for the next matchup? We're going to do this one a little early, but you're going to love it. It is... That may actually be kind of a tough matchup, but here we go. It is Nerds Gummy Clusters versus Fun Dip. Okay, before we start the vote, Aaron says, hold on, let me make my case. All right. But almost is easy. So Nerds Gummy Clusters. Turn this down a little bit. I like where this is going. I think the chat's are already voicing their support. Aaron says, they have gummy, but they're also crunchy. You have that sweet tang, and you have that sweet tang of Nerds. Yes. You're really gonna tell me Fun Dip powder is gonna be that? Nah. All right. Aaron has spoken. Aaron, it's all yours. Go ahead and put that poll up. I'll be ready for you. Romus is the perfect balance. It is, because like I feel like if Nerds gets a little like repetitive, the gummy really offsets that potential for repetition. Okay, here we go. Poll's underway. Pick your favorites, everybody, in the poll. I think we already have a very 2-0 to start in favor of Nerds Gummy Clusters. There's one vote for Fun Dip though coming in, and one. Yeah, okay. So it's 3-2 in favor of Nerd. Okay. But it's a close battle. Very interesting. 4-3. Nerds Gummy Clusters ahead. We have about a minute 20 to go in our vote, so plenty of time if you want to weigh in. There we go. 5-3 Nerds Gummy Clusters and 4. Ooh. Give them support from the chat for Fun Dip. Very interesting. I mean, Fun Dip is pretty fun. Don't get me... Definitely nothing sour there. Oh, it's tied 6-6. Wow, this is interesting. 7-6 now. This has become a very, very good battle. Holy cow. 52 seconds to go. 51, 50. It is 8-6 in favor of Nerds Gummy Clusters. Look at that. 43 seconds remaining. You gotta love where this is. This is a great match so far, everybody. Welcome, Happy Nightmares. Hey, E-Flat, what's going on? How's it going? E-Flat says Nerds Gummy Clusters is putting two decent candies together and making them worse. I wasn't ready for that comment. Shout out to E-Flat if Aaron is willing. J-Man, great to see you. Welcome in. And hello, Annie, as well. We've been gushing about your cooking, Annie. It was so freaking good at Jeff Con. Big time props to you. Aaron says, who is E-Flat? Wow. Wow. I know not of that. Oh boy. Oh boy. E-Flat says I also might be biased because Fun Dip was a childhood party staple. Oh, most definitely. Fun Dip is great. It was great too. James is glad you enjoyed it. Let's go. Yeah, we did. It was so good. It was so good. All that food was great. Every meal was a winner. 9-6 is your total. Nerds Gummy Clusters gets the dub. Childhood party bag staple. Let's go. She's already scheming up ideas for the future. Oh, I love it so much. I'm kind of, you know, remember there was some talk amongst in our group messages about an East Coast Jeff Con. I'm like totally there for that. Like that sounds like a good idea. And I love the idea of Maine. Maine seems like a really fun idea because it's very beautiful, particularly in the fall. Like it would be a really good place to be. So Massachusetts, I wouldn't complain either. Mass is great. New Hampshire, Vermont, like any part of New England would be great. So I'm just putting that out there. It's just like some really fun ideas for sure. There's also talk of Ontario, which is pretty cool too. But wherever it is going to be, I'm sure next year's Jeff Con should be very, very exciting. All right, so that's our matchup. Well done, everybody. Congrats to Nerds Gummy Clusters again for advancing to the quarterfinals. Pretty good. All right, let me just put this in. All right. All right, so that's where we have it right now. I think I'm gonna continue this faster pace. Bro Homo, thank you so much for the resub. 46 months. Wow. Almost one whole year. That's impressive. I mean, one whole... Wait. Yeah, that's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, welcome in, friends. Okay, so we've been doing really well. We had a lot of chocolate in the early parts of the round of 16, and then we've had some recent wins by the non-chocolate. Now, I do want to do a roll call. I'm going to do a roll call for Arcade Chris. Arcade Chris, are you with us tonight? Are you with us? We are closing in on your vote for... I believe you will be involved in the next vote, Arcade Chris. So if you're with us, please let us know. And in the meanwhile, while we situate that, Aaron says, also for anyone who was wondering, the Claire video has been delivered to Claire and she loved it. Oh, I love it. Great vision by Nightingale No 19. By the way, really great to see Nighty at Jeff Con too. So we made a video for Claire to celebrate Claire's birthday. It was very exciting. It was very entertaining and very hilarious. So I'm hoping that surfaces on stream at some point because it was really fun to do. So great news. Thank you, Aaron, for mentioning that. Birthday polka. Because Claire Pix is one of the best polka streamers in the round. The best polka player there is. Yeah. Shout out to Claire Pix. Need not be said. More Claire Pix news. She's a polka superstar. She is. So it has been brought to my attention. J-Man says I was a terrible Oompa Loompa. It's not easy to do, so don't need to beat yourself up over that, my friend. Yeah. There's a link. Go follow Claire. It's Claire's birthday this week, so wish happy. If you do run into Claire on stream, wish Claire a happy birthday. Claire might be on tonight too, but so Claire at some point during her birthday stream on Tuesday was trying these things. Now, that's a bold move. Being boozled is one hazardous for your health, right? And don't try this at home. Not recommended for children under the age of 10, stuff like that. But Claire made the leap and tried the Bean Boozled, and not surprisingly, they were very difficult. They're a very difficult experience for our good friend Claire. I get it. So I was told by both Claire and Aaron that Claire would like to send the remaining beans to us over here on the Sandwich Show, and I have graciously accepted. Very excited to take in the Claire beans, and not only will we take the Claire beans in, but I will label them appropriately, and we will provide all the proper hoopla for the Claire beans. We'll do a special Claire bean redeem. The tentative plan is for Claire beans to be a hype train bean. So when we start a hype train, once the Claire beans get here, we will have a bean for every level of the hype train, which includes level 0. So like you will get one to start. And then additional beans can be redeemed by going to the next level of the hype train. So if you complete level 1, then you get a second bean, and it just goes from there. So follow Claire for cats and musicals. Yes, 100%. And cats and musicals, and a lot of talk about food too, because like it's really, really fun times. Really fun times. But I do hope the birthday week's going well for Claire picks. Okay, I think we're pretty much good for the next matchup. So let's go do it. How many do we have left? Okay, I don't see Arcade Chris in the chat, so I think we're just gonna roll with it. I'll let Chris know how the gummy bears did. Now, who are the gummy bears going to face in this next round? Well, let's go determine that now. All right, folks. Gummy bears are going to be up against, where are we here? No. Maybe it's down here somewhere. Oh, no, it's not. What am I looking at? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I'll see if this works. Okay, let me play this first and see if we get it. Okay, we got it. Great. LOL, I was thinking, isn't Claire Beans a streamer? That would be Claire Means. Yes, Claire Means. I have a fun story about Claire Means, actually. I met Claire Means way before the pandemic. She used to be on Periscope. She was based out here in LA for a long time. And so a friend of mine actually recommended Claire as Claire Means as a singer-songwriter. So we went to one of her gigs out on the 3rd Street Promenade. That was very cool. Claire Means is a really brilliant singer-songwriter. Great songwriter. Okay. Here comes the next matchup. Are you ready? Now, we get into Gummy Bears versus Ferrero Rocher. Romo! Rally your people, and we will be ready for your votes. It's time. This is a tough matchup. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Start her up. Here we go. 2-minute vote. Rohomos is... Oh, shit. I don't know, man. This is tough. This might come down to a tiebreaker. Or not. It's 4-2 so far in favor of Gummy Bears. Yeah, this is gonna be a very, very exciting round. Team Zombie. There you go. Aaron says, Romo, if you win, will you share? Great question. Tied at 4. This is going to be very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, minute 20 to go. The score is holding at 4-4. Vote for Ferrero, you fools. It's looking good so far, though. 6-4 in favor of Ferrero Rocher. And now it's tied. Wow, that's a rally. We are tied at 6, folks. Under a minute to go in the vote. And Ferrero Rocher forges ahead 7-6. This is a great battle. EFUTS is... Honestly, I fully endorse Aaron's message. Chris is... Shh, Aaron. Welcome in, Chris. Welcome. Great to see you. Give a shout to Arcade, Chris. What a battle this is. Can I ban Arcade, Chris? Wow. 30 seconds left in our vote. No, you Chris. You were late because you clearly don't actually care about the Bears. Oh my goodness. Wow, wow, wow. 20 seconds remaining. 17 seconds remaining. The vote is holding at 7-6 Ferrero Rocher. 10 seconds. 7 seconds. 5, 6, 5. Oh, it's coming down to it, folks. Can you get that last tying vote? No, it's gonna be Ferrero Rocher with the win. Ah! What a battle that was, though. What a battle. Oh, I'm sorry, Arcade Chris. Gummy Bears had a tough matchup. It was very, very close. Oh, that is too bad. That is too bad. That was an incredible vote, folks. That was a tough decision for either side. A tough decision for anyone in the chat. I feel it. Your mods tip the scales is not fair. Oh man. There's a lot to unpack with that comment, Chris. I would say it's not the first time that's happened. Everyone was just damn right we did. It's almost like a home court advantage for like the mods. Like I don't know what you mean by that, Davey, says Aaron. They banned potential voters. Did they really ban potential voters? Did that happen? That's terrible. We need to investigate that. Voter suppression. Roll for undead fortitude. Aaron says we have never tipped anything. The mods are well played, Rothgar. Oh my gosh. J-Man says Roll for Undead Fortitude is a great comment, by the way. That's very quote worthy. I'm just gonna put that out there. Like, well done, J-Man. We have a little bit of time, so I'll break this down a little bit. But so there was we had a D&D one shot during JevCon. I think that was Sunday night, like the last night of JevCon. And the one shot featured gummy bears as the prize. And at some point there were gummy bear on BC. What's going on? You made it just in time. You're just in time for your matchup, I think. Yes, you are. Welcome in. I'm glad you made it. Thank you so much for the 6-month resub too, by the way. Nice to see you. EFUS says maybe not voter suppression, but definitely chat suppression. Trying to have an opinion counter to the mods and immediately be faced with them brandishing swords in your direction. Seriously, who are you? Wow. Oh, man. We just came from a weekend that was just like hugs and love and togetherness, and now it's all come apart. What have I done? Chris is brutal. Think about how long you took to type that. I know. Denied. Poor E-flat. Hey, the fighting isn't between your homo and I. Progress. That's true. That is true. That is true. Well, BC, I hope your event, I hope your night's going well so far. Thank you for the 200 bits too. Completely not necessary, but thank you so much, my friend. All right, we're on to the final matchup. Let's clear the board. Wait, hang on. Before we do that, hang on. Oh, we're getting funky in here. Okay. We'll ride the funk. Let's do it. Ride the funk. Here we go. Wait, we got another raid. Oh my gosh. Bruise and button mashing. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you all. I predict a riot. I predict a riot. Oh my goodness. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for the raid. My name is Davey. I am a variety streamer based in Los Angeles, California. I hope you're doing well. Epic B2, thank you so much for the follow. And Bruise Button Mashing, thank you for the raid. And welcome the Carrot as well. I brought them here for voting in Candy and You. Thank you, Carrot. Carrot, I got some pretty solid potential news. It has been brought to my attention that Voice Unmuted is going to have a release party in mid-August, like about the weekend of the August 16th. Very great setup for a potential Davey trip to Ontario. I would like to let everyone know we could have mini TwitchCon Canada up there in mid-August. So if that is something that might interest all of you and those of you coming in from the raid, and the Carl the stream scribe, what's up? Good to see you. Epic Beast, this is amazing. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. What's up, Rain? Close enough, I guess. Songless bot. Very good. Good to have Rain with us. Ontario is not far from CNY. That is true. And we can play that in either direction, Carlo. Great to see you. Kind of shout out to Carlo as well. But yes, thank you for the raid. Bruise and Button Mashing. Go follow Bruise and Button Mashing if you're not already, everybody. And great to see you, Mothman. And great to see you, Sherney8. And Nameless Nerd. We love nerds out this way. Good to have you here as well. But thank you for the raid. Naka Echo Gaming, good to see you. Epic B2. Again, thank you for the follow. Let me go give Bruise Button Mashing a follow as well if I'm not already. I might be, but no, I'm not. Okay, so we'll follow that right now. Follow that goodness. Okay, so we are in the middle of the Chase for the Candy Cup tournament, and I want to give you a quick look at just to recap where the bracket is. This is what the bracket looks like. You can see, let me zoom in on it a little bit just so you can see it more easily. But right here, we've had Reese's win over Sour Cherry Blasters. Gummy Bears won over, Forever Rocher just beat out Gummy Bears. And Mini Eggs won. Nerd Gummy Clusters won over Fun Dip. Coffee Crisp won out over Skittles. And Maple Candy won out over Sour Patch Kids. Snickers won out over Starburst, and that leaves us with one matchup in the tournament. Single elimination, so your votes will count, everybody. Your votes will count. Let me catch up on chat before we start. Carrot says, oh, hey, SL DM me. Let's go! Yeah, definitely. We'll talk. Carlos says, I'll be pissed if you cross the border before you descend upon Syracuse land. Just kidding, sort of. We can make it. We can work it out. Like the Beatles song. We are gonna party in Ontario. I mean, Carlo, I might have you on board for the remainder of that trip up towards Ontario. So stay tuned, everybody. Arcade Chris says, hey Raiders, be honest, do you like Gummy Bears better or Ferrero Rocher? Oh my gosh. I know it's too late, but I just want to know. I'll be the pregame or the postgame. Ooh, I'm here for it. Aaron says, Chris, at some point it gets sad. Oh no. Oh my goodness. That is so funny. So the matchup remaining in our matchup, this is very exciting. BC, you're gonna love it. No, you will be here for it. Get it right, Davey. I will be here for it. It's gonna be good times. It's gonna be good times. All right, folks, you ready for the final matchup of our round of 16? Here it comes, and thank you again for everybody from Bruise and Button Mashing. Join in on this vote. We would love to get your votes too. Here it is. Last matchup of the night. All right, we'll count you down. Last matchup is Twix versus Peach Rings. Holy cow. All right, I'm going to start the countdown in 3, 2, 1, go. We'll get the votes up, and once the poll is up, Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Pick your favorite between Twix and Peach Rings. This is going to be quite a battle, too. Peach Rings off to 5-0 start. What an impressive start for Peach Rings. Yeah, Peach Rings over Twix. Yes. Wow. Someone make a case. Absolutely. I'm with Rahomo. I'd love to hear the case. Wow. Twix is one of the lesser chocolates. I mean, I feel like with Twix, it's less about the chocolate and more about the caramel and the cookie crunch. Because, man, that caramel and cookie crunch, pretty good. Now, with that said, I wouldn't take it over Snickers. No, I would not take it over Reese's, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Someone make a case. Rothgar says CASE. Someone other than Othgar as a general rule. We're down to we're almost a minute into our votes. And Peach Rings doing really well. 8-4 with through half of the vote. That's great. Name me what other candies like Peach Rings. A fair question by the Lunar Raccoon. I think BC's presence really gave Peach Rings a boost. This is phenomenal to see. And one more vote coming in for Peach Rings. Very good situation with 36 seconds left. Aaron says, name me what are the candies like Peach Rings. Chocolate is everywhere. We need more peach candies. You know what? Honestly, Aaron, peach is my favorite fruit. I'm so on board with that comment. We don't have enough peach candy in our lives. We don't. I can think of a candy like Peach Rings, but I won't say. I'll say it for you. Maybe gummy bears, because they're gummy-like? Gummy bears are not the same. But what if they had peach gummy bears? Wouldn't that be really good? And we're done! Peach Rings gets the win! Ah! Amazing! What a performance by Peach Rings! Yes to Peach Rings. Congratulations, BC! Your beloved Peach Rings are alive! Going to the quarterfinals. Congratulations! And congratulations to all of you who picked the Peach Rings in this battle. What an impressive show by the Peach Rings. I do love Peach Rings. Like, Peach Rings are great. Well done. That was great stuff. Wow, what a... Wait, what happened over here? Did I do something? Let's see, let's try that again. All right, just give me a minute, and I will give you the totals from the round of 16. We'll tell you who advanced in each of these regionals. Hey, pump it up, Ryan! It's good to see you as well. Shout out to Ryan for the Peach Rings. Let's go, phenomenal. All right, folks. So we have our totals in. Let me just give you the matchups in a second. But really, thank you so much for the votes, everybody. Like, I really appreciate it. We had a lot of great activity, a lot of great action, a lot of close battles this time too. We also had some upsets. I would consider Coffee Crisp over Skittles an upset, just because more people know Skittles. But really good stuff. Peach Rings. And then we have Snickers. This is good stuff. Yeah, this is great. Okay, so just give me just a little bit more. Feel free to... Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. We are ready. We are ready to reveal the quarterfinalists in the chase for the Candy Cup. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. So, advancing the... Ooh, good timing for that music. In the West Regional, it will be Reese's versus Ferrero Rocher. Wow. What a matchup that is. Holy cow. And in the other end of the West Regional, you're looking at Cadbury Mini Eggs versus Nerds Gummy Clusters. And hello again. Hello, good to have you back. Aaron says, Davey, why do you do this? I know this is tough. It's tough. This is going to be a great matchup. In the East Regional, you have these two matchups. Coffee Crisp versus Maple Candy. That's a tough one, too. Holy crap. The Battle of Canada in that one. Chat is beside itself. A Canadian fist fight. This is Davey. The East Regional. Okay, chat, but do it for me. Yeah, this is wild. The comments. Why is it canceled? That's a good matchup. What do you mean? Like, you can't do this. Just pick the chocolate. It's illegal. Hey, Keyboard, what's going on? How's it going? Shout out to Keyboard. Hey, Andy, good to see you. Welcome in. You know I love you, Aaron, but those nerd gummies are a little too sweet. Oh, wow. Coffee Crisp is the Northeast Regional. All right, but let's get the other East Regional. What happened there? It's Peach Rings versus... Did I just forget to write it in? No, I just need to go back to it. Hold on. Peach Rings versus Snickers. Wow. Yeah, I should have put Coffee Crisp and Maple Candy on different sides, but you live, you learn. Keyboard says, Jimbo's away upstate doing union stuff, and I kicked over a musical time capsule. Now sad. Oh, I got you. Welcome in. So there are your matchups. That's who's left over. Chat outraged over the siphoning of the Canadian contenders into one regional. I get that. Trina says, remember, chat, Maple Candy is the only candy Trina can eat, so vote Peach Rings and help Trina not be so sad so that as their sponsor can have Maple Candy. Dave, you're going to have a hit this, I swear to God. I mean, listen, like, these are tough matchups. You've got Reese's, Ferrero Rocher, Coffee Crisp, Maple Candy. These are tough decisions. Oh, you said Stream of Consciousness. Davey said Peach Rings, and I said Peach Rings. So vote Peach. I was so confused for a minute there. Yeah. Oh, I got you, keyword. Oh. Oh, wow. All right, so there you go. That's the quarterfinals, everybody. Trina says, I'm doing my best. No, you're doing great, Trina. You're doing great. Let's now look at the schedule coming up. There's not much left to decide. You got the quarterfinals on Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th? Wow. I just didn't even realize that, but okay. Friday the 13th for the quarterfinals. And then Thursday the 19th, we will have the semifinals and the finals. So we're kind of spacing it out, give everybody a chance to build up to these matchups. And away we go. Vote Peach Rings so that Trina can have Maple Candy. Chris says, this is super right, Trina. He's reading the messages wrong on purpose. It's gaslighting. Aaron says, oh no, that's an iffy day for whether or not I'll be here, but I have opinions. I got you. I feel ya, Aaron. I know that it's almost summertime, so things are going to get busy for a lot of us as we go along. But Aaron definitely has opinions. But just to posit the hypothetical. If you did have to pick between Coffee Crisp and Maple Candy, now I know that that's an impossible decision. Trina's decision is easy, but for everybody else, that's a tough call. Because honestly, we have dreams about having Maple Candy. We also have dreams about having Coffee Crisp. So it's like, picking one side of that is hard. So I understand the frustration on the part of many. Emily says, I can only eat one too. Oh, I got you. This is Andy, I love you, but no. As far as nerds gummy clusters. Watch, Trina is going to win and Davey will send her Petri drinks by accident. For Trina. Oh my gosh, I love it. Totally unbiased. I see that. I see that with the pinned message in the chat. Trina says, if you have to pick between wanting me happy or depressed. Fair, fair, fair. Trina, I love you, but I gotta go Coffee Crisp. Coffee Crisp is pretty good. I mean, that's, you know, I'll say this, you know, the Reese's matchup versus Ferrero Rocher, that is hard. Oh my goodness. That is hard. Look at that. Like, I can't pick a side. Ferrero Rocher's the vibe. It's easier with the Nerds one, though. Nerds Gummy Clusters are great, so I would pick them there. But I do not have a vote in this thing. But spiritually, I would take it. Patriot Games and stickers might be an easier decision for some. It's a little tough for me. I would probably still take the peach rings because of how unique they are. I'm kind of down with that. Aaron says Ferrero still has my vote. It's hard, but Ferrero is my favorite chocolate. Yeah, it's such a sophisticated chocolate, and there's a lot going on. A lot of great ingredients. It melts in your mouth. Like, there's so much to love. Very high quality chocolate too, I'll say. J-Man says Reese's equals life, Ferrero equals death. Easy choice. Interesting. Rohan says, how do I ban a mod? Emily says, so then you don't really need Coffee Crisp, right? Well, I don't know. That's a tough call. That is a tough call. It is a tough call indeed. Tough call. But look at these groups. But let's just say, all the contenders remaining in the chase for the Candy Cup are fantastic, right? These are all quality candies. And thorough enjoyment for anyone that gets to have any one of these. Aaron says Coffee Crisp is life. Trina says you are supporting families with maple candy instead of Nestle, which is true. I mean, do they have other versions of it? Like, do they have like local variant, like locally produced, locally sourced Coffee Crisp, like facsimiles? Because that would be pretty good. I will say, I tried to throw my hat in the ring of international treats. It did not go that well. My contributions for the treat exchange were what were those Oreos? Those fake those not fake Oreos, but those. Man, no, honestly, they were fake Oreo. The Filipino Oreos, they were called Foreos, and they're from Fibisco. Fibisco. It was like a joke. Oh, the what I spit it out. Yeah, you did spit it out. I saw that. We saw that. Hyro, yeah, the Hyro. And it's just a shame because, like, I loved the principle of trying different Oreos from different countries or how other people would make Oreos. It's just unfortunate it didn't work out. And Aaron had a very strong reaction to it. Oh my gosh. I wish I had video of that. Honestly, I was thinking about doing that as a stream, but by the time I got there, I just wasn't really feeling streaming. I was just happy to just enjoy everyone's company. I didn't really want to make a stream out of everything, so it was all right. My body went get it out. Yeah. I get it. I understand it. It definitely was not on the same level. Okay, so take a look. I'm laughing just looking at this package. But, no, it's not big enough. Aaron says, to be fair, I walked calmly to the trash can. You did. Credit where it's due. Okay, here we go. Let me go put this up on screen. Okay. So, here you go. Chris says Filipino snacks are wild. Indeed, indeed. We did like the chips though. The chips were better. The chips were definitely a step up. I like how it's this new look, same original taste. Like, it's as if they were saying, unless they're talking about their own original taste. Yeah, I'm sure it tastes original. I mean, I'll give them that. It's original, right? Like it. This is English quality, which I don't know what that means. But it's just funny. Like, what if you, as an April Fool's joke, like saw somebody with a plate of Oreos, and then you swap them out with these Hyros? Oh, the joys that would ensue. That Fabisco is insanity. It is. Hey, you, what's up, you? How's it going? Great to see you. Yeah, Fabisco is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, you know, just to really send it home, like, I want you to compare that with a package of regular Oreos, right? All right, so say you did, all right? Say you did. Okay, so let me see if I got a bigger photo. I use this, but I also appreciate Fabisco because a fib is a lie. Right. We were kind of getting into that too. It's just wild, man. It's wild. Okay, this is good. So let's get back to it. This is Hario, if you will. Yeah, it's definitely clever. And then there's Nabisco and Oreo, the genuine article. Always with real cocoa. Milk's favorite cookie. Yeah. Ayu says, I've been looking. It's been a good time, David. Oh, thank you, Ayu. I'm glad you've enjoyed it tonight. Welcome in. Always great to have Ayu joining us in chat. So yeah, one more time. This is regular. This is genuine Nabisco. This is the imposter. Oh my gosh. I can't even like... It's even funnier when you look at the cookie itself. Like, see how that they shaped the design like Oreo? That is just too funny. Ramos says, hey, can I copy your homework? Sure, just don't make it obvious. Oh, man. It was something. But we did have some additional chips, which I think played off a lot better. So, Rothgar says, it does not look like an Oreo. It looks like a Hydrox. Yeah, now, Hydrox is... It's been a minute since we've had some Hydrox. Maybe they were trying to copy Hydrox, which, by the way, came first. Hydrox was the original chocolate sandwich cookie. Oreo actually copied the Hydrox. Can you believe it? So this is a Hydrox. I don't know what to say about new age Hydrox, but like old school Hydrox. These are Hydrox cookies. If I can get a photo of this. No, I cannot. Try again. Okay. So here is a Hydrox. E-Flat says, yeah, Oreo stole Hydrox's thunder. Yes, correct. That is my assessment as well. So there's Hydrox, right? And let me just give you Oreo again. Okay. So just give you a close-up of the cookie itself. Just to give you show you the differences between them. Is there a close-up of one? Not exactly. That's okay. This is close. Well, actually, let me see. New tab. So Hydrox, Oreo, right? Hydrox, Oreo, Hyro. So yeah, to see the flowers dressed around, that's definitely a Hydrox attempt. Rothgar nailed it. Efos says, it's kind of a long and sad story, actually. Ah, damn. That's a bummer. So there you go. The other chips we had during JevCon include the all dressed chips, which I don't know the brand, but I think Rushy brought those in. I don't exactly remember who it was, but they're all dressed chips, which are just fantastic. It's just like a combination of like barbecue and something else, like a bunch of things. Like, it's really good. All dressed in ketchup chips. Ooh, the ketchup chips are so good. If I had another day at JevCon, I would have totally gone after more of those because they were so good. Like, I could have. You don't even need a dip. You just eat them straight away. They're so good. So good. The Bahamas is so good. Yes. And Aaron confirms Rushy brought those in. Yeah. Thank you, Rushy. Those are just like massive chips, massive bags of both chips. And like, ooh, yes. I don't know if they would have allowed those chips on the plane, but I should have considered that idea because like that would have been fun just to get my own like Ziploc bag for just some of them. That would have been really fun. It would have been great to eat on the plane too. Like, really good. So I threw in some chips as well. There was like pizza nacho chips, which is just pizza chips, like pizza Pringles basically. Pretty good. And then there was the roast beef chip, which just kind of reminds me of like prime rib as a chip. Prime rib on top of the potato chip, basically. I liked it. Pretty good. And he says, yes, you should have. They had to come home with us instead. Oh, really? Oh, dear. Oh, man. I mean, that's. I mean, you're going to have a really great time with those chips, but there are going to be so many. Road trip to Andy. Seriously, right? Like, it's like, I totally. Let's go. Let's go. Truly top tier, says Andy. Yeah. And Aaron says, and outside of Canadian snacks, I was reunited with my beloved jalapeno cheesy puffs from HEB. Those things were so good. Oh, they had them in balls. And man, they were good. The HEB slaps. I tried to smuggle a bag of cheesy puffs, but I didn't have room. Ah, wow. King says, all hail HEB. What's up, King? Good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah. Definitely the epicenter of great chips. HEB. Yeah, really good. But I do think the all dressed and the ketchup were. See, that's a tough decision. You have to pick between all dressed ketchup chips, you know, from Canada, like authentic ones, or those cheesy puffs from HEB. Man, what a decision. They're all so fantastic. Yeah. And he says, we plan to share the old Dutch chips with J-Man's brother and our nephews this weekend. Oh, great idea. Great idea. Introduce more new people to the magic of the all-dressed chips and the ketchup chips. Really cool. Aaron says, so Lay's has started. Let's go. Let's take care of Blood Clown, could we? Thank you. AU says, wait, hold on. Where were we at? Okay, so there's a Canadian regional special chip that's even better. Really, IU? Very interesting. Aaron says, so Lay's has started the all-dressed here in the U.S., as I discovered the other day. They are not nearly as good as the Canadian ones. Yeah, no surprises there. I think what's interesting about the brand that Rushy brought in, they were not Lay's. Because, like, the first time I had ketchup chips, they were Lay's brand. But I think this is like maybe a local brand or a different brand, or maybe like a kind of like a bigger, you know, like a better quality brand. It's like kind of like kettle chips over here. Maybe like a kind of like a, I don't know, make a bougier version of it. Whatever it was really good. Man, I was all in on it. Really good. I don't know how it's spelled, but my Toronto Canadian collection fights over it every time that a limited edition flavor comes around. Ooh. Keep us posted on that, IU. That sounds great. Are you based around there? Are you based north of the border too? Like, pretty cool. It's kind of where a lot of us want to be right now, but that's even more reason for me to do that trip to Toronto. Like, oh, you're US based. Okay. Right on. Me too. I'm in LA. Trina says, I gotta head to bed, but thanks for a fun stream, David. Bye, chat. Thank you, Trina. Great to see you tonight. Glad to have you here. Thanks so much for stopping by. And Annie says, also thanks to whomever brought the Toblerone. I hadn't tasted one in years. Give it up for Rahomo on that. Rahomo brought the Toblerone. Big props to Rahomo. I used to live in Austin, Texas. Oh, nice. Okay. We were in Austin for JevCon last year. 2024. Yeah. And Austin had, I'll tell you, Austin did have some really good food. We had the barbecue was so good. And then the chips we talked about from HEB were fantastic. Like, great stuff. And the breakfast tacos. That's something we didn't really get into recently, but the breakfast tacos are so good. And I'm like, they're just tortillas and eggs and potatoes. Like, how could that be so good? We talked about this a year ago. Literally was getting into this exact same conversation. But they're fantastic. They're so good. Yeah, Rahama Preesh. Let's go. Rahama Preesh. Rahama says, thanks, Aaron. I know that wasn't easy. I used the limited edition Korean barbecue HEB brand chips. 10 out of 10. Oh, me want. Korean barbecue chips sound fantastic. That's giving me a good reason to go back to Austin. Like, for real. Like, just, you're going to fly, 2.5 hours to Austin for chips. Like, yes, I am. Damn right I'm flying 2.5 hours for chips. And then I'll have some brisket, thank you. And then breakfast tacos. And then in the middle of that somewhere, we'll do some music. But I find it interesting that HEB does not deliver them outside. Or maybe they do. But I'm wondering if they, like, would that be something they would consider? Or is there some issue, like distribution issues with that? Because groceries do tend to have those kind of distribution issues if it's regional. So maybe not the case. But I'll send you a list of my favorite places, my favorite eats. Oh my gosh, I would gladly take that. That'd be amazing. Chris says, I need to sign off, Davey. Thanks for streaming. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry if things got a little heavy-handed there too, but it was great to see you again, Chris. Do have a good rest of your night. And by the way, Chris, if you ever did want to do that peanut butter stream, please, let me know. I've got a free weekend coming up, by the way, so like I think I'd be down for some peanut butter. So let me know. Chris says, no, I'll go. Okay, good. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're. Yeah, we're all just having our fun too. Like, it's nothing too serious. I don't think. Roma says, good night, Arcade Chris. I was sorry about almost banning you. Oh. Aaron says, bye, Chris. Wasn't great seeing you. I kid. Yeah. Aaron's just kidding. I do hope that we can run into each other again. Like, hopefully Chris can make the next TwitchCon. I think Chris might even have gone to the last one, actually. Oh, yeah, that's right. You did. Because we were doing the TwitchCon karaoke together. Yeah. In San Diego. That was wild. That was a fun time. Chris says Aaron's so mean. Oh, no. And he says, Shane could start a side gig buying and selling jalapeno cheese puffs. Exports of jalapeno cheese puffs from HEB. That's a vibe. Aaron says we beefed over a train. Oh, yeah. That train was long. That train be long. Remember that freight train? That's crazy. LOL, the train was almost 2 years ago. Oh, look at that. I wonder if it's the same train I was thinking of, but maybe we're thinking of a different train. But J-Man says, for a 500% markup, you can get the HEB cheese balls on Amazon. So let me ask you this, chat. Like, would you pay a 500% markup to get HEB cheese balls delivered to your house? If you were in the mood for it, maybe. So let's see. $25 for HEB cheese. It's a choice, I'll tell you. Depending on the night, it might be worth it. Oh, Aaron says it started 2 years ago and they got rehashed at TC karaoke. Oh, no kidding. She's talking about Thomas, right? I'll show you bring next time. Oh, okay. Thomas the Tank Engine? Okay. I would love to hear that conversation. Let's definitely talk about that. That'd be really fun. Ayus says, pretty sure I can just beg my Austin friends to mail me some. See, that's a good idea, Ayu. I know somebody who lives in Austin. But my friend, if you're listening in the chat, and I know you are, you could be a pal. Mail me some HEPs. Like I'd be down for that, and I'll mail you back some stuff too from California. But Thomas the Tank Engine started here. Was it during one of our karaoke streams? Like one of our Discord karaoke? Aaron, do you want me to reveal the new logo tonight? I haven't actually shown the logo anywhere yet. You want to do it? We have a new logo for the karaoke series. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay, folks, you ready for this? If I want to. Okay. Well, I can wait till we do the thing. Oh, it was during the interview. That's right. I remember it. Yeah, that was that particular show. We were unhinged. It was a really fun one. Chris and I went off the rails repeatedly. We were talking about we were planning. That's what I was talking about earlier. Like we were planning a making peanut butter stream at Whole Foods stream. Look, there have been worse ideas for IRL streams, all right? Like, we've seen much worse than that. Like, this would be a really entertaining show. I'm gonna tell you. Aaron says, "Are we ever hinged?" Fair, yeah. So I'm gonna go. We'll reveal the new logo when we do our next karaoke stream, and we will pretty soon. I'll figure out when. But Helk says, "In a word, no." Yeah, for real. Yeah. J-Man says, "Don't anger Aaron. She remembers." It's so true. What is the one thing Aaron still kind of clings to as far as like anything I've done? Everybody knows the answer to this. All I have to do is say one word. I do. I didn't even say the word. It was already. Robo beat me to it. Yes, the fried sandwich stream, a day that will live in infamy. Leave the basket in, Davey. That command is phenomenal. Davey's fucking up a sandwich. I was brutal. So that was the moment, yeah. Yeah, it's phenomenal times. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to start it earlier if I can. I don't know if I can, but I'll make an attempt at it. I'm thinking thematically it would be really cool to do the open mic after party recap on Friday. So I'll do a bonus stream on Friday. I don't know what time yet. We'll figure it out, but I'll see who's available to chat with. Because there's a lot of stuff I want to get into. Like, it's really... Maybe I'll do a little bit of that recap tonight, but later... But certainly, I will consider very strongly doing a Friday stream, specifically to recap the open mic after party from TwitchCon Europe. So this was all going down while we were at JevCon. Like, we were at JevCon, and the other side of the pond was at TwitchCon Rotterdam, which looked like a really cool event. Some very interesting changes for that event. One, they moved the Kappa Cabana stage indoors. I think a lot of people appreciated that move because if you remember, it was just hot. People were baking out there in previous years. So I think many people appreciated that decision. And we had this new event, the Open Mic After Party, an event that which we did some fundraising for. By the way, I do need to check something because like there were some thank yous at the end of that stream, and I'm wondering if I ended up on there because like we did a stream literally for that. Like we did fundraising for that event when we were doing one of our Make the Movie streams. So I will check that later. But it was a good time. Anyway, the summary of it is that there were definitely some bubbles along in the beginning of it, but overall it was a really, really cool event. And when I say bubbles, I mean specifically with regard to the stream. I think the IRL event itself was like fantastic the whole way through. It was a very, very good. It had a lot of really cool talent. and people just signed up. There was no plan. Like people just there was a sign up sheet and people signed up, and things really came together during that night. It was a really good production overall. Not perfect, but I'll get into that later when we do the stream on Friday. We can get into that more, but we shall see how that goes. So I think that's it. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else you guys want? Anything else you want to get into tonight, like chat wise? King, I hope you're doing well. It's nice to have you with us again. I haven't seen you in a minute. And thanks for checking in during the JevCon stream too, back up during the weekend. It was really nice of you. Okay. Judging from the chat's responses. Oh, Annie says, when is the next karaoke night? Yeah, great question. I want to do one soon. Annie, you want in on that? I've heard your voice. I feel like we should have you in on this one. I feel like we got to make this happen sooner rather than later. We'll just figure out like when everybody's free for it. Oh, we also have a Princess Bride movie night. We do. That is something we should discuss. Let's discuss that now. Actually, let's discuss that now. I'm trying to work up the courage. Oh, I got you. We're all friends. I mean, it's just mostly people you are familiar with. Hopefully, we'll be very glad. We'll try not to overwhelm you at all. It's a good time though. Rahomo says, I'll do it if you do. There you go. I love that show of support, Rahomo. Well, and there's the rest of the internet. That's just okay. That's fair. There's something to that. Yeah. But Twitch contract's not binding on it. No. So yes, just to recap that scenario, Rahomo redeemed a movie night about a week and a half ago, and the selection for movie night is The Princess Bride. So we would like to schedule The Princess Bride on Sandwichville Discord. If you have suggestions for dates that we can do this, please let me know. I could do it as early as Saturday, like this Saturday. We could do it if you're home, if you're free. That'd be fine. We could do it next week. We could do it the week after. I'd love to get your thoughts on that, everyone. If you want to field some available potential dates and times. It's a very short movie, so we can really do it at any time. Aaron, Rahomo has redeemed The Princess Bride for a Discord movie night, and we would like to inquire with everybody else in our community as far as to when to schedule it. So, and further, I think I'd like to message various group chats about it too, just so that everyone has a chance to check in on it. It'll be a popular one. Yeah. I was this close to putting it on that giant TV, but did you see how big that TV was at JevCon? It was like 86-inch TV, and I'm like, I was killing myself for not putting a movie on there. Like, we should have put something on there, like Wicked or Greatest Showman or The Princess Bride or something like that. Greatest Showman in particular would have been a good one because I'd never seen it. Like, it would have been really interesting to watch. Jamin says Rahomo made Twitch's oldest mistake, offering live deals to people in chat. We didn't have to really time to. Yeah, that's true. We didn't. It's for good reason. It's like we were doing a lot of fun things for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, musical. This is certain musical night, like musical edition for karaoke night is very much on the table. I've been thinking about that for a while too. Like I think just all out musical night would be a heck of a night. I think we get a lot of interest in that one. Yeah. So I love the idea for sure. Aaron says musical night. Yes, tell me when. Okay, you got it. Okay, yes. Okay, so we've settled the next karaoke theme. Great. I love that. I'm probably leaning a Thursday or Friday. By the way, is Thursday a better night to do karaoke or Friday? Like, just in general. Anybody have a strong opinion either way? We usually do them on Fridays, but I can do them on Thursday if that makes more sense. Saturdays aren't great because people are out and about and stuff like that, so I probably wouldn't do Saturday unless we were doing an EU-friendly one. Which, incidentally, we could do an EU-friendly one, but We also didn't get to sing for good. We didn't. Oh, On My Own is amazing. You know what? I mean, I really do like that song. It's not a song for a male vocal, but still, I like it enough where I would try it. It's a really good song. Aaron says, I'm usually off Fridays, so I can stay up later on Thursdays. Okay, cool. So I feel like Thursday's a good night to do it too. So let's pivot. We'll tentatively do that. I'll figure out which Thursday later, but we're gonna get so much support for this for sure. So like probably like maybe later June, middle June, later June, something like that. We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it on Discord. EFOTS is generally Fridays for me. If I'm singing, I'm willing to stay up to watch. Okay. So, yeah. I did more karaoke in Davey's car than anywhere else. This is true. I loved it. Andy was belting it in the car. While I was freaking out, I was flipping. I was in a total meltdown trying to figure out trying to drive these rocky roads that I was completely unprepared for in a RAV4 that I rented. I was in full meltdown mode. I was just like, I was practically crying. I was just like so stressed out. Our car was more, where the hell are we? That was happening too. It's a combination of both in our car. And he says Friday, Saturday is probably good for me. Okay, cool. Thursday also? Great. So I think Thursday's we've got a consensus on Thursday. That's sweet. That's pretty cool. And EFOT, oh my gosh, Ryan, I'd love to have you there. It'd be great to have you back on karaoke. That's super cool. Yeah. I feel like our group at TwitchCon could definitely have come together, and we could have each done a number from Les Mis easily. I would probably do one of the songs. I don't think I'd do Master of the House because I don't really know enough about that one, but I probably would do like the one at the beginning of this musical. And then, have you ever tried to do like, what's the one that has like 15 different parts to it? Aaron, Trina would know this because like we attempted it with 2 people one time. We did attempt that was a thing over on Trina's channel. Oh, One Day More. Yeah, that was it. Thank you, Rohoma. That was it. One Day More. We had the horses for it. We could have totally done it. Would have taken some planning, right? But it would have been worth it. The payoff would have been amazing. Like, dude, I'm not kind of mad. We should have done it. We had Tenchi, Justin, Evelyn, Subby, Rahomo, Nighty, Aaron, Joy. That's all the parts. We all could have done it. We'd have killed it. I could have been snuck in there somewhere in the middle of that somewhere. Would have been great. James says, I could do stars. I'm sure I could work to butcher it almost as much as Russell Crowe. That's an accomplishment. EFOT says, I'd have to think for a bit about a musical. Guessing movie musicals would be all right. Guessing. Oh yeah, definitely. And I think you could even throw in Disney if you want to, even though I know Disney's kind of becomes its own thing, but I would qualify it. Yeah, I would. Because the Little Mermaid is technically a movie musical, not actually. It was never on Broadway, so like, I think I would qualify it. EFOT is doing all of Annie, outfit and all. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, am I projecting again? EFOT says, shh, no spoilers. I love it. Aaron says, my problem isn't thinking of musicals to do, it's deciding which ones to do over others. Yeah, a lot of tough decisions though, right? Like, picking between, say, Les Mis as an example, or Phantom, or something more modern like Wicked, or I never saw it, but I think a lot of people would go with Dear Evan Hansen as a number because they have great numbers, right? And then movie musicals like The Greatest Showman would be a good example. Moulin Rouge, which originally was a movie, so like that's why the movie musicals question is a good one, because like I do think those should count because I feel like they're just very much part of the canon. Like last DevCon when I did songs from 6. That's right. I remember the song from 6. That was pretty good. And Aaron says I could do that again. Yeah, that was a pretty good, Aaron. I would be down for that for sure. J-Man says, hello, I am J-Man, and for my audition, I will be singing the vocals from Orchestral Interlude. Rothgar says, I still remember the after party from the rap party of one of the musicals my high school did. Everyone did an unhinged version where we went off the rails. Oh man, I missed out on that. And maybe I'll admit something really fast. Like, I'm always so impressed by like the music training background of everyone from Rahoma who's been involved in like orchestral jazz bands, things like that. Joy, who has just a plethora of experience in choir and singing professionally, maybe not professionally, but competitively is the word I'm looking for. You have Annie, who's just like a breadth of musical theater. Justin and Evelyn, who are like decades of experience in performing on stage, doing dueling pianos and all that. It's unbelievably impressive singers, both. Subby, I don't know Subby's formal training, if any, but whatever the training is, it's fantastic. His singing voice is fantastic. Like I do wonder, and I've always wondered, like, was he in choir in high school or something like that? Because I kind of feel like he was, based on like how well he's able to like project and reach certain registers and stuff like that. He has none. That is interesting. Aaron says he taught himself to do harmonies in the. That is wild. I would not have guessed that. I would have guessed the opposite of that. I would have thought maybe he had a vocal coach at one point. Wow, that's even more impressive. Like, that's what he told me anyway. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. Wow, that is very. Well, I'll tell you, like, that is really good. Yeah. King can't believe it either. Like, yeah, it's wild. Ramos says, but also it's Subby and he can do anything. That's true. Like, for real, like, Chuck Norris has nothing on Subby. Like, whatever Chuck Norris can do, Subby can do like twice as much. Like, for real. Exactly, he's just Subby. It's true. It's true. Rothgar says, it is even more impressive if you know how little mileage he has in his car. Hang on. I got you. Hold on. That's pretty good. What is a Chuck Norris, is King? A great question. E-Flat says, never underestimate play as a tool for learning. That's a really good, like, I'm gonna add a quote to that. Like, that's actually quite good. Actually, it might be tough to add a quote when it's a contextual quote, but still, I really appreciate it, Rothgar. That was really good. His car from 2013 is, in fact, a baby. Indeed. I'll tell you, Subby and I were having a conversation about that car when we miraculously survived the drive on 6 miles of unpaved roads, and in my case, an additional mile up and down extra unpaved road towards the meetup spot, and we were talking about how amazing it is that like a compact vehicle of like his 2013 model with his little wheels were able to make it through that entire drive. It wasn't pretty. I understand it wasn't pretty, but the fact that the wheels came up intact and there were no flat tires is a huge success. Huge success. Aaron says his car needed a wash so bad. Oh, for sure. Well, have a good night. It's great to see you again. Thank you so much for joining us, Rothgar. Have a good rest of your night. Wonderful to have you with us, and best wishes, my friend. Hope you rest well. Yeah. Aaron says he was very careful. Oh yeah, for sure. Which we appreciate. Yeah, totally. Because The suspension could not have been great for that scenario, right? Like it would have absorbed, it would have taken in everything, every bump, every nook and cranny of that rocky drive. So I totally oh man, I hope somebody gets into that on stream someday. That story, it is such a great story. So we were talking about that, right? And he saw how exasperated I was. She was like, I nearly died. But then we were talking about, could you imagine like being a highway patrol person trying to like catch people speeding, and like imagine, because we were talking about, because we found out that the speed limit for that road was 10 miles an hour, which I think is preposterous. But we were saying, like, could you imagine if we were pulled over for going 20 and a 10 mile per hour? Outrageous. We got a good laugh out of that. And he says 11 miles. Don't sell yourself short. Yeah. Aaron says, like, you need a little speed in order to actually get up. Exactly. Like, you need that momentum. Absolutely. King says 20 and 10. What are the rates for that? Right? Like, well, it's more than double the speed, so I guess you'd be paying like $800 for that, right? But what an embarrassment to like be paying an $800 ticket for going 20 miles an hour. Can you imagine? I didn't even know where to begin with that. It's just so wild. A misdemeanor for going 20. Oh, that's too much. That's too much. You know what? I've got an idea. I'm thinking, I think I have enough of an appetite to do that shawarma salad. Do you want in on that? Do you want to have some shawarma salad with me tonight? 20 and a 10. Enjoy Christmas in jail, buddy. I mean, for real. That's banana pants, man. It's banana pants. So there is kind of like a specials. I mean, if it's open, I think I'll try it. Or I could just do it after stream. That's fine too. Or I could just do it tomorrow. Okay, yeah, just imagine being in jail for going 20 miles an hour to 10. Oh my goodness. That's a story for all time. Banana pants. Absolutely. Okay. I feel like this is a good place to close off the stream. So y'all, let's go raid. I know exactly where to go because it is still this person's birthday, so I think it makes sense. So folks, we're gonna go raid. As a thank you for the incoming new beans we will be receiving here in the Sandwich Studio, I'm going to go raid our pal Clarepix tonight and thank her for the beans and other things. But let's also wish her a happy birthday. Yeah, I was thinking of a custom tonight. So, like this. And then yeah. J-Man says, what are you in for? Going 20 to 10. You 6 SOBs. Stay on that side of the cell. So either this, or we could say happy birthday, Claire, which I think I like more. And then we'll just do a party hat. That way everybody can copy it. So take your pick. I might do both. Copy your raid calls. We'll wish Clara happy birthday and run on in. So let's start the raid. Thank you again, everybody. I might be back on Friday, and if I am, I'll be talking about the open mic after party show, which was a vibe. It was really fun, and this is just so much I'm going to talk about from that show. So we'll get into it. But until then, if you miss any part of the stream, check out the replay on here or on YouTube. We're going to start a raid to Clarepix. Copy the happy birthday Claire raid call. And let's say hi to Claire. Thank you so much for getting it. Thank you, Aaron, too. Big time Mod Preach, big time Aaron Preach, big time Homo, and King Preach, too. Really great to see you. Annie, great to see you again, too. Annie says, thanks for the stream. Good night, friends. Bedtime for me after the raid. Right on. Great to see you fun again, too. Shout out to that E-Flat guy. Big ol' Aaron Preach. Let's do it. Let's do it, friends. Thank you all. Good night. And happy birthday, Claire. Let's go give our good friend a happy birthday. What a talented individual. What a nice gal. What awesome kitties. We'll see you on Friday, hopefully. Until then, thanks so much. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for the raids also. Bros, Button Mashing, Galanori, and Saber, and Iram Kim. Y'all are champs. Thank you. And now, on to Claire picks. Take care, friends, for now. Keep the party going with Claire's. This is a good time. Good night, everybody.